All right, good morning, boys and girls. We have been talking about the civil rights movement for the past couple weeks, and we are going to go ahead and learn about a new figure. Who have we talked about so far? Does anybody else remember? Very good. Yes, we've talked about Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks, and now we're going to be learning about W.E.B. Du Bois. Now, I would like you to turn to your partner and and tell them if you know anything about W.E. Du Bois. Do we have anybody that would like to share? Yes, very good. He is part of the civil rights movement, and you guys might not know him just right off the top of your head, so that's why we're going to learn about him today, okay? So I'm going to pass this worksheet out for you guys, and I want you to write down what you know. Now, if you don't know anything about W.E.B. Du Bois, that's totally fine. You can use what we've already talked about with the civil rights movement. So you can do that instead if you would like to. No big deal. I'm going to give you guys about 5 minutes to complete that. Just list down a couple things that you know either about this historical figure or what you already know about the civil rights movement. All right? And give me a thumbs up when you guys are ready to go. All right, very good. So it looks like we're all almost done. Next, we are going to go ahead and learn about our historical figure today, okay? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at two different information sources, okay? We're going to watch a video, and then we're going to jot down things that we learned from the video, and then we're going to look at another informational source, which is a text, a book. And then we're going to write down what we learned from that. And then once we've jotted down what we learned from both of our informational sources, we are going to find the main idea, and then we're going to list some key details that we found. Okay, and then we're going to use those ideas for our next lesson, which is going to be writing a paragraph. But that'll be later. We're going to do a little bit of the sandwich. We're going to do little parts of it today. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch our video. I want you guys to look at, I have this here for you so you can see on the board. You're going to write down notes during the video about what you learned and maybe some questions that you still have. You're more than welcome to do more than 3 if you learned a lot of new things. Go ahead and jot those all down. So I am going to play this video for you, and then think about everything that you learned, because we're going to put it under our board that says things we learned from the video. Okay? All right, let's get started.
W.E.B. Du Bois biography. Okay. So in history, looking up and sharing stories about heroes is what I love. So if you've never heard of W.E.B. Du Bois, don't trip, because I got you. For starters, W.E.B. Du Bois was a journalist, educator, and well-known civil rights activist. W.E.B. Du Bois was born on February 23rd, 1868, in Great Barrington, Massachusetts, and that's where life began for him. During this time in history, many African Americans were not fortunate enough to go to school and get a good education. This wasn't the same for W.E.B. Du Bois. Growing up in a mainly European town, he didn't see racism like others encountered. There, he had the opportunity to go to school with other white children and get an education. It wasn't until later on in life, when he attended Fisk University, that he encountered racism for the first time. After seeing how African Americans were treated, that sparked a fire in W.E.B. Du Bois, and he began to stand up for the rights of African Americans. Continuing on in school, W.E.B. Du Bois got his bachelor's degree there at Fisk University, but he wasn't stopping there. Another big thing that he did was in 1895, W.E.B. Du Bois became the first African American to get his doctorate from Harvard University. Oh yeah. Now, of course, none of this is as easy as it seems, but Dr. W.E. Du Bois did his thing. Just like it costs money today, he went to school, worked hard, took some odd jobs, got scholarships, and also took up loans to get through school. After finishing school here in the U.S., W.E.B. Du Bois went to school overseas in Berlin. That's Germany. It was there he got to meet people who had different ways of thinking on how to treat others in society, and W.E.B. Du Bois brought those ideas right back here to the United States of America. W.E.B. Du Bois went on to publish writings like The Philadelphia Negro.
And then just for time purposes, I'm going to stop this. Okay, boys and girls, so let's talk about what we learned in our video. So we're going to jot down things that we learned in the video on this side, and I've kind of listed some already just for time purposes again. So who can tell me some things that they learned from the video? That's right, he was a well-known civil rights activist. Very good. Does anybody know what organization he founded? Yes, Sam, very good. He founded the NAACP. Now, can anybody tell me what that stands for? Yes, very good. The National Association for Advancement of Colored People. Very good. And he was very interested in academics and really thought that education was power and wanted to make a difference. So now that we have our list of things that happened in our video, these are going to help us with our main idea and our key details. So keep this in mind. I will keep this on the board for you. We're going to move on to our second educational source, and we are going to get this from a text, okay? And then we'll fill out this column when we're done. So I'm going to have Sally pass around the worksheet that has your text on it. And then I'm going to have Alex pass out highlighters. And what I would like you to do as we read this aloud together as a class, I want you to highlight anything that you didn't know before. So anything that you didn't learn from the video and you're just now learning or you think it's interesting, I want you to go ahead and highlight that, okay? So let me know when you guys are ready by giving me the peace sign here, so I know y'all are ready. All right, very good. And since I don't have the book, we're going to watch a video, but the students would have a printed out version so that they could highlight and we would read it along as a class.
Education is power, and it gives us a better understanding of the world around us. I'm pretty sure your parents and teachers have told you about the amazing things that an education can do for you too. It gave me the ability to be a great learner and a great teacher, which are the qualities a person needs to be a great leader. Hi, my name is W.E.B. Du Bois, and I want to tell you how education changed my life. Here's how it all happened. Early on in school, my teacher saw how excited I was about learning. She knew that learning new things was very special to me because I enjoyed studying and earning A's on my tests. Not only is education power, but education gives power to anyone who desires it. I lived by those words of the adults in my life and powered my way straight to college. Actually, I loved learning so much that I went to 3 different colleges. First, I went to Fisk University, and then I attended the University of Berlin. Fun fact, did you know that the University of Berlin is in Germany? Education can take you all around the world. I went on to become the first African American to earn a doctorate degree from Harvard University, so feel free to call me Dr. Du Bois if you'd like. Learning and becoming a great leader was important, but it was also fun. I wanted to share the power of education with my friends so they could join me in on the fun too. So I created known as the Talented 10th, and I helped start the NAACP, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Creating those groups helped my friends and even complete strangers get education. As a group of young leaders, we taught them history, math, reading, writing, and science. I did not stop there either. I continued to share education everywhere I went. I taught a class at Atlanta University in Atlanta, Georgia. Then I visited the wonderful country of Ghana in West Africa. I also taught while I was in Ghana, but my favorite part about being in a country far away from home was learning many outstanding things about the many cultures and ways of living that are different from what I was familiar with in America. No matter where I traveled, one thing remained the same. Education was always needed. And finally, here is a picture of the famous W.E.B. Du Bois. I hope you loved learning about him and reading with me today. I hope you guys have a great Martin Luther King Day.
All right, so we got some new interesting facts with that. Let's go back to our board here, and we're going to fill out things we learned from the text, which is our second informational source, okay? So what are some things that we learned? Yes, very good. Yes, he attended 3 different colleges. He loved education so much. He just wanted to keep learning. He also was the first African American to earn a doctorate degree from Harvard. Yes, very good. I hope that we highlighted that in the information text. And he wanted to help other people. So he wanted to help others. That's why he founded the NAACP, because he wanted other people to get educated and enjoy the love that he had for learning as well. So those are great things that we learned on both sides here. Now, for our assignment today, what I'm going to ask you to do is we are going to, our end goal for this lesson is we're going to write a paragraph or a small paper, very light paper, about W.E. Du Bois and the Civil Rights Movement, okay, in education. So what you're going to do, we're going to start by doing like little steps today. We're just going to do a little bit. We're going to go ahead and pick out our main idea. I have the worksheet here. We're going to decide on a main idea. And there are a couple ones that you can choose from. It's okay if people have the same, so don't worry about that. Do what you want to do. So you're going to pick out your main idea, and then you're going to add at least 3. So I need you to have 3 key details that come from the video or the book that we read, or the text that we read, okay? They have to come from there. All right, you can do more than 3. That's totally fine. You can do that, but I need at least 3 of them, okay? I would like them to be in complete sentences, so I don't want you to just write down like notes. I want complete sentences that you could use in your actual paper that we will write next time, okay? So let's go ahead and discuss this a little bit. There are a couple things that you could do for your main idea. Who can tell me one of the things that we can do for our main idea? Yes. Yes, absolutely. You can use the Civil Rights Movement. So that can be your main idea. And then what are some key details that you could use? Yes, you could say that he founded the NAACP. That is something that he did to help the Civil Rights Movement. In the text that we stopped a little bit early, they also talk about his experience as a boy in going to a white school, and how he was unwelcome. You could talk about that. Another main idea that you could use is a pretty big one. What's one of the big ones that we got? Yes, education. He loved education. He valued it, was important. He wanted to share it with other people. So you can write about that. And then you can also talk about how that is for you. But for that, a couple details would be that he attended 3 colleges, or that he got a doctorate degree and he wanted to continue learning. So there's a couple different main ideas you can use, and then there's details. I will keep this up here at the board, so you are more than welcome to look at it and review it. You should also have the notes that you made on your worksheet to help you find key details and ideas. And you have the text as well in front of you that you highlighted, okay? So I would like you guys to go ahead and work on this, and then when you're done, we will share the time frame. All the boys and girls are done. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and turn to a group. I want you to get in groups of 2 to 3, and I want you to share your main ideas. And then they would share their ideas, the sentences that they use, the details that they use. Because I am running out of time, I would have the students come back together and we would discuss what they did. I would walk around and make sure that everybody has a solid main idea and a topic sentence, and all of their details match either from our video or from our text. All right, boys and girls, we did great today. Let's go ahead and pack up and get ready for lunch.